In the history of boxing, there's a question that keeps coming up. Who has the strongest punch? What truly makes a punch powerful? Is it just raw strength? Or does technique also count? And what distinguishes an ordinary punch from one that signifies the end of a fight? These questions aren't just exciting, they're crucial when we look at the true power punchers in history. Stay tuned to find out which boxers are capable of changing everything with a single punch. Top 1. Artur Beterbiev. Artur Beterbiev is a unique boxer whose punching power is almost impossible for anyone to escape. While many boxers are known for the one-punch knockout, Beterbiev is more of a user of consistent, devastating blows that incrementally destroy his opponents. It's not just the big, powerful punches his opponents feel, but also the short, precise fists that land with enormous force. His ability to maximize the energy of every punch makes him a dangerous opponent in the ring. But even if he doesn't end the fight with one punch, every one of his blows ensures that the opponent continues to give ground. With this superior power, will Beterbiev become one of the greatest boxers in history? What do you think, will he become a boxing legend? Top 2. David Tua. David Tua is often considered one of the strongest punchers in boxing history, even though he never became a world champion. Despite his impressive career, he consistently impressed the boxing world with the incredible power he put into every punch. Tua possessed a massively muscular physique and strong leg muscles, which allowed him to deliver blows with tremendous energy. His left hook, in particular, was described as one of the most destructive in boxing. What made Tua even more exceptional was his ability to maintain this immense punching power throughout the entire fight. Even in the later rounds, when most fighters are exhausted, his energy remained constant. His punches were not only impressive, but could knock out an opponent in a single moment. Would David Tua have changed boxing history with a little more luck on his path to the title? Top 3. Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is known for one of the most destructive right hands in boxing history. Even if he sometimes fights unorthodoxly and his punches seem wild, his raw power makes him one of the most dangerous fighters in the ring. Wilder has the ability to end a fight with a single punch, even if he's behind in the preceding rounds. This equalizing right hand is always a major threat to his opponents, regardless of how the fight is going. Wilder is a master at firing off his punches at the right moment, and that makes him especially dangerous. A clean hit with his right hand can instantly incapacitate an opponent. But what makes his punching power so unique? Can Wilder use his power as his biggest advantage in the future and continue his legendary knockouts? Top 4. Ernie Shavers. Ernie Shavers is regarded by many as the hardest puncher most boxers ever faced. Despite his often inconsistent performance during a fight, he could seal the deal with a single punch. His right hook was so powerful that his opponents felt the force, even if he was behind in the previous rounds. Shavers' punches were often described by those who faced him as like a hammer. He had a knack for unsettling opponents and putting them in a position where another punch would signal the end of the fight. Although he didn't always show his best performance in terms of stamina and defense, his punching power was more than enough to defeat almost any opponent. Ernie Shavers was living proof that raw punching power sometimes matters more than technique. If he had a better defensive system, would he have been an even bigger name in boxing history? Top 5. Gennady Golovkin. Gennady, GGG. Golovkin is known for his exceptional punching power, which grows with each round. His fists seem to land effortlessly, and he has the ability to wear down his opponents without increasing his punching effort. Golovkin could even send opponents to the canvas with arm shots, proof of his overwhelming power. What makes him especially dangerous is his ability to generate punching power in close quarters, making him lethal both up close and from a distance. Golovkin is not only a precise puncher, but also an extremely effective fighter who can fire off his punches without unnecessary movement. His energy and resilience make him one of the most feared boxers of recent years. Will Golovkin, with his consistent punching power and unwavering focus, rise to become a boxing legend? Top 6. George Foreman. George Foreman, known for his enormous punching power, was a true nightmare for his opponents in his first career phase. His punches, though often appearing slow, had such force that they were often described as eerie. Foreman possessed the ability to land punches with his hands that seemed like knock-you-out blows, yet the victims often found themselves on the ground without exactly knowing what hit them. Especially in his first career, his punching power was incomparable. Even after returning to the ring, he showed that his body was still capable of delivering blows that ended others in a few rounds. Foreman had the talent to deliver punches in a way that was almost impossible to defend against. Would he have been a different boxer if he had focused more on technique? Or was his raw power the true key to his success? Top 7. Joe Louis. Joe Louis, also known as the Brown Bomber, had one of the most precise and powerful punches in boxing history. His punches were not only strong, but also technically perfect. Louis' right hand and left hook were incredibly powerful and accurate. What distinguished him especially was his ability to land punches with minimal movement, so his opponents often had no time to defend themselves. With his exceptional technique, he could fire off punches that landed like an explosion on the opponent's face. Louis could even send much larger opponents to the canvas with his short, precise punches. His ability to deliver every punch with maximum power and minimal effort made him one of the most dangerous boxers of all time. Would Joe Louis have been even more powerful if he had fought in a different era? Or was he truly the master precisely because of his time and technique? Those were the 7 greatest punchers in boxing history. Each of them revolutionized the game with their exceptional punches and showed us how much power and technique are actually in boxing. Which of these boxers impresses you the most? Let us know your opinion in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like the video to learn more about the greatest boxing fighters in history.